Welcome, everybody. I'm Gold Leader. I'm joined by Patronus, and it's Marvel Friday.
We are going to delve into some more fan expansions, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to do a Spider-Verse theme tonight.
Yeah, so Spider-Man is one of my most favorite Marvel characters. I was mostly a DC guy growing up. Don't tell anyone.
As you say it on camera.
Yeah. Just growing up as a kid, I just read a lot of Batman and a lot of The Flash.
Fair.
Those are my
Those are your guys.
those are my boys. So, but the MCU has completely flipped to me. Spider-Man was the lone standout. Spider-Man in the X-Men, mostly because of the cartoons.
That's fair. Which I was baptized in those cartoons when Disney Plus came out, guys.
Yeah, we did. We went through a binge fest.
Yeah, we did a binge fest.
It's like the first thing we really watched.
Yeah, 100%. We watched all of the X-Men, which, of course, we watched the intro of every single episode, even though we were binge watching.
Yep,
we watched the intro of every single one.
You never skip the intro.
And then we watched the Spider-Man cartoon. And so I got baptized in the air. I wasn't really allowed to watch cartoons as a kid. I had strict parents. So it was a nice experience for me to actually understand what it was to go through those things. All right, so tonight we are going to be using two fan-based decks. We're going to be facing off against Carnage as our villain, and Carnage was designed by Juri Krasko.
Oh, it's Juri's. Yeah.
This is Juri's.
No wonder I liked it.
And then Venom is going to be a hero. He's designed by Picollo. And then we're just playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So spider theme.
Yeah, so we're definitely using, a bunch of the FFG stuff. Obviously, the Spider-Man deck is all FFG stuff. But, we're just going for a little theme stream here, and we thought a Spider-Man Venom team up against Carnage would be pretty exciting. And
for
honestly,
sure.
right now we're in COVID. Point. We're waiting for new Marvel Champions product to come out. I mean, we've had Kang for a while. We've had Ant-Man now since first week of November.
Yep.
And I like playing Ant-Man and all. Don't get me wrong. But when Ant-Man and the Wasp are supposed to come together,
right?
I don't want to.
You don't want to burn out on him while we don't have the Wasp.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the
100%.
Wasp.
I totally get it.
We have all this amazing fan content out there.
Yeah, and a lot of it's fantastic. And we've actually been playing it just ourselves, and we thought, no one's really demonstrating or putting on display how awesome this content is that people are doing.
And they're putting in all this work, so we might as well show it off and show off that it's, what. I know sometimes there's a negative connotation towards any fan created content. Well, it wasn't made by the game designer, so it's not as good. I don't actually agree with that. I mean, there is levels of good content from both fan and company, right?
100%.
Like, how many times have we played a game from a game creator, we're like, wow, this is bad?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, example, the Hulk.
Yes.
The Hulk is a terrible pack.
Yeah.
It's got great cards in it, so you have to buy it because like all the non-Hulk cards are actually quite good.
Yeah.
But
exemplified by the fact that a lot of people have house rules for Hulk kind of means that maybe there was some same thing with Doctor Strange. It was just the flip side of it.
Yeah.
Like, Doctor Strange is probably a little too strong because people kind of house rule him to nerf him.
Yeah, I've seen people play with a Doctor Strange environment card that increases all of the cost of his invocation deck by 1.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I was like, would I still pay 2 resources to give 3 characters tough?
100%.
Yes, I would.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So if you added 1 to every one of his invocation cards,
they're still bananas.
I still think he'd be a great hero.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he would be a bad hero at all. So
for sure. And honestly, we're really loving some of the ideas that fans have come up with, and we had printed out and started playing with a lot of this stuff just for ourselves, and so we decided we're going to share it with everybody else too.
Yeah, and obviously we still do regular content. We'll still do our our regular content streams, but we just wanted to mix it up a little bit. So throw some love towards the content creators, show you guys something you might have not seen before, and we're gonna go through the stream as if you've never played with Carnage or Venom, which you probably haven't, and
because I haven't, so this is gonna be interesting for me.
You'll learn how to do it the way we do it. So.
Yeah, so should we start with going through a little bit of what Carnage is and does?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
So we'll look at him first. His first side, he has Scheme 1, Attack 1, and when he attacks, he has a forced response. After he resolves an attack, if damage was done, he attacks the same player an additional time, limit once per player per phase. So he's going to get that off at least once.
Yep.
Per player, unless he's uber stunned or something like that.
So interestingly, you kind of want to defend against him, which is kind of annoying.
Right.
So that you don't get attacked twice.
Right. Which makes sense.
Right. Or you could just take lots of deaths by 1,000 cuts because he only does a little bit of damage.
Right.
But like you never know. He could hit you for 1, hit a 3 boost card.
Yes.
You didn't defend, then he attacks you again, hits another big boost card. It's like bam,
exactly.
You took
it could go sideways.
Or it could also go hit you for 1, 0, hit you for 1, 0, and then you took.
And then you defended and attacked for nothing.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. His second side, he is still 1-1 and same effect. So after he resolves an attack, he attacks the same player an additional time, once per player per phase.
And stage 3?
Stage 3, he gets a bump to his scheming. When he's revealed, each player has to be dealt an encounter card, and then it's the same forced response on his attack.
So yeah, he's not much different. Just his stats, his health changes. He gets 1 extra ability. Yeah. So it's pretty straightforward. So
I'm going to start with him on side 2 because we're actually going to do expert mode.
Yeah, we're going to go expert mode on this,
so
and we've never played this on expert. I've played it. Patronus hasn't played it at all.
I haven't touched any of this. So
and she hasn't played Venom either, so she's going to be in for some fun.
It's going to be interesting. So we'll look at his schemes next. First main scheme is Small Town Rampage. It creates the Symbiote Sliver deck, which we
have it here.
Right here.
So that's the setup. You have to basically basically all it is a stack
and I think
of
these are all the
same card.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's just a set of like 7 or 8 of these cards that are the Symbiote Slivers. Force interrupt: when your turn ends, deal a damage to the attached character. When attached character would be defeated, set it aside instead, and then attach this card to it. So essentially, your allies, as I'm reading that, your allies, if that's in play, are removed from your deck if they die.
Yes.
Interesting.
And it slowly kills them.
True. It also does that.
It slowly kills your allies, and then when they die, they're removed. So you can't make the call, bring them back.
Yeah.
You can't use rapid response because
when
they're defeated,
they don't come back. Oh.
Yeah.
Dirty. Yeah. So basically, this just instructs you how to set up his deck. The flip side. When completed, Carnage attacks the hero with the highest amount of hit points remaining. And it starts with 0, gets 1 per turn, typical, and has a threshold of 3 per person. That's low.
Yeah. So Juri has had a theme. I think his other Carnage deck, if you notice, both of his Carnage decks have kind of had this theme of, like, making it annoying for you to block with allies.
Yeah.
Because that's, like, the single thing that, like, most players will do to avoid boss damage is just throw allies in front.
Fair.
So he's kind of making it so it's, like, a little more challenging for you to figure out how to defend the boss's attacks.
For sure.
And I actually like that.
Yeah, it's another element to
it's
the
a little
game.
wrinkle.
Yeah, it's a little wrinkle. His second main scheme, Hitting the Road. When revealed, each player attaches a Symbiote Sliver attachment from the Symbiote Sliver deck to the ally they control with the highest amount of hit points. If a player did not attach a card to an ally, deal them an encounter card. Okay, so it seems like by advancing these schemes is how...
Yeah, every scheme that advances will draw a card from the Sliver deck.
And then when completed, Carnage attacks the hero with the lowest amount of hit points remaining. Was this one the highest? Yeah, so the first one is the highest, the second one's the lowest. Typical starts at 0, 1 per person per turn, and then has a threshold of 4 per person. And then his last main scheme, when revealed, get the Symbiote Sliver thing, so same effect as the previous scheme. And then on this side, when revealed, each player places 1 threat here if they control a support. Interesting. And then, there's, again, same setup of starts with 0, gets 1 per person, but this one has a threshold of 7. So
and if you lose that one, you lose the game.
Well, yes, correct. Obviously.
And we're not going to go over every card in the Carnage deck, but as we pull them, we'll put them on screen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could just like flash them up here really quick, I guess. But if you want to just...
Nah, we could just...
Okay. All right.
They want to see us playing. They don't want to see us
That's
go
fair.
over every card.
For Venom, we're actually going to go through his deck because we don't have a good way of using a deck builder since this technically doesn't exist. But for Venom, his alter ego side is the symbiote.
Yeah, so you're actually not Eddie Brock or someone else. You're
You
actually
are
the symbiote on one side, and then you're Venom on the other. And when you start as the symbiote, you actually have to search your deck as a setup for the host upgrade and the Eddie Brock ally.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll pull this off.
So Eddie, see if I can get both of them on here at the same time. See?
Yeah, you can.
Pretty close.
Yeah, so Eddie Brock is an ally, and his special ability is to damage himself to ready Venom, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because Venom is your hero side.
Right.
The host upgrade is kind of what this whole deck is built around. It essentially is an attachment that can go on any ally you control, or it can be attached to a non-elite minion. So the symbiote alter ego through this host card can essentially like jump to different things.
Cool.
Which is super awesome. It does have this ability to pay a resource, and you can change which what you're hosting, whether it's an ally or a minion.
What you're infecting.
Yep. And then it also has this force response, which is interesting. The force response is you have the option to pay a resource, return the host card to your hand.
If at any point it would be discarded.
If at any point it would be discarded. And then you have to flip to your alter ego.
The symbiote.
The symbiote, yeah.
Because you have not infected a host at the moment.
Yeah, so what we're saying is if you lose this host, if the host is not in play, then you have to flip your hero. If you were on Venom, you would have to flip
to the symbiote, and then the host would be a card in your hand.
In your hand, or if you didn't pay that resource, then it would go to your discard pile.
Which seems
you would
horrible.
have to draw it again, and then
stay as a symbiote.
And you're stuck as a symbiote on alter ego until you draw it again. So you're pretty much paying that one resource every time.
For sure, yeah.
There's almost no choice.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're on the Venom side, Venom's thwart and attack power is based off of your host. So whoever your ally or minion is that you are hosting, their attack power and their thwart will determine Venom's attack and thwart.
Okay.
Also, Venom gains additional hit points based off the ally or minion that's hosted's hit points.
Sure.
So if you could see, and I'll move the card up a little bit. I'm looking for this one. Sorry. So I don't know if you could see, but on the bottom of the card, it actually says that Venom's hit points is 5.
7. His hand size is 5.
Oh.
His hit points are 7.
Hit points are 7?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 7, which is extremely low. Like, 9 is like I think the lowest we have in the regular game. So this one's 7, and the reason it's 7 is because you gain that additional hit points based off of the minion or ally that is being hosted. So Venom would get, and it's dynamic, so it's constantly changing. So if Eddie Brock takes damage, then Venom's going to take damage.
Yeah.
If the minion that's being hosted takes damage, then Venom is going to take damage. It's not going to go below 7 unless
you're taking damage.
Unless Venom himself is taking additional damage.
Right.
So
yeah. So I think the way I'll do
like,
it,
if you played it, if there was a card that like did like concussive blast deals 1 damage to each character, so it would deal 1 damage to your host and 1 damage to Venom. So Venom would actually take 2.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way that I'm gonna try to do it. Is when I'm on the Venom side, I'll gain the hit points for whoever my host is, and then as my host is taking damage, I will simultaneously take damage from my hero and from my host.
Yeah.
I think that's the easiest way.
What I was doing was keeping all of my Venom hit points on one side of the board and then my host hit points on the other.
Okay.
That's what I was doing, just for a visual cue.
Yeah,
it made it easy. So that's how this whole thing works, which is, I mean, could it be more thematic? You're like, you're the symbiote. You're attaching yourself to other things.
Other
you're
creatures,
parasiting other things.
Yeah.
And you're becoming Venom, which is incredibly cool.
Yeah, very cool. So we'll go through his cards here real quick. He has 2 copies of Stealth Hunter, which is basically his big thwarting card, and you get a perk, or I should say a bonus, if you are hosting or if you're attached to a minion, not an ally.
Correct. Yeah. If the host upgrade is attached to a minion, you're getting an additional thwart, which makes that a 1-for-4 thwart. So that's up there with lay down the law. Right now is like the best value for thwart. It's 1-for-4.
Right. Then there's 2 copies of Neural Control, which basically prevents minions from attacking you.
Yeah,
and then they deal themselves damage.
I think they deal it to another target other than them, right?
When a minion would attack you,
no,
when a minion would attack you, it instead attacks an enemy of your choice other than itself, and then you deal.
And it deals the damage. Yeah, it's
so
super good.
Super good. There's 1 copy of this Cellular Symbiosis, which gives Venom a +2 recover action.
Yeah, it's like a more expensive downtime.
Yep. There's 2 copies of Parasitic Metabolism, which moves damage from Venom to the character with the host upgrade. And if the host was defeated, then I can attach the host to another ally I control or another minion.
Yeah, it's a super good card. You're healing.
Yeah, heal myself.
Healing Venom.
Kill a minion.
Killing.
Hopefully.
Killing whatever the host is, and then finding a new host.
Yeah, which is awesome. 1 copy of Bond. So this is an upgrade that stays in play, and essentially the longer that the host is the same character, the better. The more bonuses.
Yeah. Your Venom gets stronger the longer his bond is attached to the same ally or minion, which, again, super thematic, super awesome.
For sure. 2 copies of the host essence, which just generates resources.
And it generates double if you damage your host.
Oh.
Which is cool. So it makes it a 2-cost resource, a 2 resource providing wild.
Then there's 2 copies of Symbiotic Hunger, which is an attack. It heals Venom in the process of attacking, which is sweet.
4 damage and 2 heals for 2. It's good.
And then another upgrade, Violent Transfer. So essentially, when you're moving the host upgrade off a minion or an ally onto a different minion or ally, you can choose to activate this Violent Transfer and stun and confuse wherever the host is moving from.
So it's like...
So ideally, you are hosting a minion, you move your host to an ally or another minion, and in the process of doing that transfer, you stun and confuse the original guy.
Yep, the original host is stun and confused, which is, again, very handy.
For sure.
So that's
his whole deck.
His whole shtick.
His whole thing. As far as the deck, I'll just go through.
So pull out Flash Thompson, because that's the whole reason we went with leadership. Because the person who made the deck also made 1 ally, which is Flash Thompson.
All right.
So Flash Thompson is the leadership ally made. He's strong. He's got 3 attack and 2 thwart. Mm-hmm. He can't do anything though, really, unless
he's being hosted.
Unless he's being hosted, or he has an upgrade on him.
Sure.
So we built a kind of a leadership upgrade deck.
Okay. Fair enough. So Flash Thompson is one of my allies, obviously. I'll just go through the other ones really quick. Other allies include Ant-Man, Hawkeye, the Kate Bishop version.
That's going to be Haley Steinfeld, by the way.
Yeah, I heard. Ronan, a U.S. agent, Falcon, and Iron Man. So those are all of the allies. For other stuff, we have 2 copies of Power of Leadership, just 2 copies of Make the Call, since it can kind of get nerfed a little bit through the course of the symbiote slivers as the game progresses. 1 copy of Power Gloves, 1 copy of Reinforced Suit, 1 copy of Sky Cycle, 1 copy of Inspired, and 1 copy of Team Training. Those are all the leadership cards. And then for basics, just the typical 1 of each of the resources, obviously. We're going with 2 copies of First Aid, trying to keep my allies alive a little bit longer before they potentially get removed from the game. Then Helicarrier, Mockingbird, Nick, and Avengers Mansion. And that's the whole deck.
Yep. And I'm not going to spend all that time going through the Spider-Man aggression deck that I'm using. I'll post the deck list on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. So if you just find us Home Base Games on Facebook, or go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/homebasegames, I will post both deck lists there for you, and I will see if I can find some links to the Carnage content deck and the Venom content deck, so that if you want, you can print and download these yourself. I do know some of these are on TTS, so if you have the TTS mod, you can play them that way too.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna shuffle up.
Yep. And if by the way, if you're in chat and you're watching, please engage with us in chat. We're here, we're watching. Some of our other streams, we have lots of chat engagement, and it's probably one of the most fun things about doing these live streams is engaging with the people who are watching through chat. You feel free to tell us if we have made an error or mistake. Because
which will probably happen because we're playing with new stuff.
Yeah, we're playing with new stuff. There's a lot of triggers and stuff in Marvel Champions, honestly. It's a simple game, but there's just a lot of stuff to track, and it's so easy just to make a mistake.
Yeah. So I think the only thing we're missing for our setup here is an encounter set.
Oh, yeah. I was going to have...
the modular encounter set?
I was going to pull all the Spider-Man stuff, and maybe we just throw
another Spider-Man villain?
Yeah, so we could do...
I think there's Electro.
Yeah, we have Scorpion.
Tombstone,
for sure.
Yeah.
And Electro.
Yeah.
So I think these are the 3 Spider-Man related ones.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yep. All right.
I would love to see the Sinister Six one day, like having all the encounters.
Yeah. So I took just the 3 guys. Let's just shuffle them up here.
Let's do it.
And we'll pick one randomly.
All right.
3-card Monty here. All right. Who are we doing?
What did I get? Well, bam.
Scorpion.
Oh, man.
All right.
He's a tough one.
That's this one.
Okay.
Electro. Electro. Yeah. They're all hard, honestly.
Electro's pretty strong, too.
Yeah, they're all
I think Scorpion's annoying. I guess I don't like Scorpion because I tend to play, been tending to play things like Hulk and Thor a lot, where
you get
getting stunned is just brutal.
Yeah, it's fair.
So he's probably not really tough. It's just annoying, I should say.
All right, so we've got Carnage's cards, our Scorpion encounter set. This is the standard and expert cards. My obligation, which is I guess I didn't show that. It's just the typical, flip, remove from game kind of a thing, or have a bad thing happen. If you
flip an exhaust to remove from game, or have something bad happen.
Yep, pretty typical.
Yep, and then Peter Parker's got his
eviction notice.
Yeah, I'll shuffle that up.
Yep.
Yeah, one thing I'm super excited for with this game is the long road, thinking 2-3 years down the line, when they've had time to just put tons of content out there.
Sure.
And I think it'll be so fun for people who are interested in doing thematic battles, recreating super
or creating
team-ups.
their own campaigns, kind of
imagine. Can you imagine
cool.
Down a couple years from now, someone's playing Spider-Man, someone's playing Venom, someone's playing Miles, someone's playing Gwen Stacy.
Oh yeah.
And you're all going up against the Kingpin or another Spider foe or the Sinister Six.
Yeah,
or
that'd be awesome.
Or you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is.
It'd be sweet to have the Sinister Six, kind of like the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be crazy.
Where you're fighting all of them, but only one of them is active at a time.
Or two.
Or 2 of them are active.
Go crazy.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with some of this fan content. It's been really we've been we'll have to do this. We have it printed out, but I think we'll do it on stream because we've been having such a hard time with it. Apocalypse. There's there's an Apocalypse set that has been coming out. Oh,
Oh, another Carnage deck. That's cool.
no, I think that is the same Carnage deck, maybe, or no? Let's
No,
see.
Odysseus is different than this is Juri's.
Is this the other one we have printed? Because we had 2 Carnage sets.
That's true.
I'm gonna
It's
click
possible.
on it and see. Whoever posted the link,
Thanks, Design Hacker.
thank you for posting that. Oh no, it's the same one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same link.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you for posting that. I will happily share that on our Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Yeah, for sure.
And our website, tonebasedgames.com.
Okay, so this is all shuffled up. What's my hand size? 5. 5 on both sides. That's interesting. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
that was
4, 5.
interesting. You just get 5.
Yeah, it's just 5. All right, easy enough.
No remembering.
No tricks. Okay.
All right. Peter Parker.
So our setup.
I think it's just create the deck.
Yeah, it's create the Symbiote Silver deck, set it next to the main scheme. And then our flavor text on here.
Oh, and also he posted the deck from Piccolo.
Oh, perfect. You are the best, Design Hacker. Thank you.
This is why chat is amazing.
For sure. Cletus Cassidy emerged in a rural town and started a random rampage. So that's our flavor text on here, and obviously there's a when completed trigger. So it starts with 0.
This is probably pretty cool for you because watching the Spider-Man animated series, you know all this stuff.
I do. I
It's
know.
like you know
It's
all these.
actually
You're very.
exciting. Yeah.
A lot of times when we do Marvel stuff,
Yeah, I don't know anything.
she doesn't know anything, because we grew up basically in our household. I'm the giant Star Wars fan. She's the giant
Harry Potter.
Hence Patronus and Gold Leader.
Yeah.
And I learned a ton about Harry Potter through her, and she's learned a ton about Star Wars through me.
Yep.
But we've actually kind of through the MCU and stuff,
Correct,
we've
yeah.
learned a ton
Yeah.
about Marvel, and
And truly, it is
yeah.
just MCU for the most part. So
it's been awesome.
yeah,
All right.
nice long journey. All right, so
Are you gonna go
first
first?
player? Sure, I
Go
can
for
go
it.
first. That's fine.
Just gotta go mulligans here. So
Yeah, exactly. So I have Mockingbird, Team Trading, Parasitic Metabolism, Make the Call.
put the
and
Spider-Man
Neural
cards you
Control.
have, or the Venom cards you have on the camera.
I've got that in my opening. Plus that. And then, the usual Mockingbird, Team Training, and Make the Call.
Okay.
So
your hand's interesting because, some of those Venom cards aren't really doing anything.
these really aren't doing anything to me
but
right
you
now.
have to do your setup. Special setup.
Setup
Oh,
is
you got a
after,
mulligan first,
Yeah,
yeah.
you do setup after mulligans.
Yeah.
So, with that said, neural control seems pretty bad right now because there's no minions in play. Parasitic metabolism seems pretty bad because, again, I have to heal myself to get the benefit, and I've taken no damage, and there's nothing, no minions to kill. So both of those are kind of for minions, which is not super helpful at the moment. Make the Call seems also quite bad since I have no allies in my discard pile.
And Design Hacker, that's not a shameless plug. I love Agent Anti-Venom, and I will definitely check that out.
Heck yeah. We love all of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Like I said, Spider-Man was the one thing in Marvel that I really knew a lot about. That was
'cause
the
of the
one.
show, yeah.
Well, not only that, that was the one comic book I bought. I have tons of Spider-Man comic
okay.
books, but I didn't have really anybody else.
Yeah,
So
fair enough. So the question is, do I want? The odds of me playing both of these on my first turn, the Mockingbird and the Team Training, are pretty much
it's impossible.
0. So the question, I suppose, is which of these? Because I feel like I want to dig for some of my better setup cards potentially. So, which of these would be better for me to play on turn 1?
Well, so my turn's kind of odd. I could and I haven't mulliganed yet, but I have a Heliopary I could get into play pretty easily. But there's
turn 1 is
nothing to
always nice.
attach a Spider Tracer to, so that's gonna go
Yeah,
away.
it's gone.
Drop kick. I guess I could drop kick, and then I would just
Boss.
I would hit the boss for 4, and I would stun the boss, and then draw a card, which then would leave me. So it would cost me this essentially to do that. So then I would have essentially 3 cards in my hand, which means I would have to draw a 2-cost card to play something.
Yeah.
It's not.
Possible,
It's yeah. So it's like, I don't know, it's very mediocre to me. Like, I could always,
I think you could just pitch those.
I
And
could pitch that.
see what you get.
I could hold on to these. I mean, backflip's always useful.
Yeah.
Although backflip isn't useful if you're going to play webbed up, right? Because you're not
Correct.
going to do it for 2 turns, so there's no
Correct.
point in holding on to it.
Yeah, it just depends on which of those you're going to play.
Exactly.
And if you're going to play webbed up, then I'm not keeping Mockingbird.
Exactly. So I almost am inclined to just play my helicarrier. Which, if I'm playing my helicarrier, I'm definitely not going to play web. I'm not going to play this because I can't afford it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play this because I can't afford it. I can't play this because there's nothing to attach it to, and you'll pay for that. It doesn't really make sense to play this card. There's no threat.
Yeah.
I could just hold on to these, I guess.
Yeah, and just see. So if that's the case, then maybe I just keep Mockingbird.
Sure.
And then I'll just stitch these 4.
Yeah. Sounds fine to me.
So 1, 2.
So my new hand is basically a helicarrier. The backflip I kept. I got a power of aggression, which is nice. Valkyrie, although there's no minions. Energy and piercing strike. So my hand's mediocre.
Okay. So I ended up adding Stealth Hunter.
Eh.
Yeah, not great right now. Symbiotic Hunger, which is...
Oh, that's just deal damage. So
it's deal damage and heal, but I mean, it's even just 2 to deal 4 is still okay. Then a U.S. agent ally with a power of leadership. And then I am now just doing my setup to go and get Eddie and the host. And those go into play right off the bat. That's part of my setup.
Mm-hmm.
You go and search your deck and discard pile for Eddie Brock and the host. Put Eddie Brock into play, then put the host upgrade into play attached to Eddie.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. So while Eddie is the host, he has +2 attack.
But he can't attack.
Yeah, you can.
No. If you read the host upgrade,
attached to an ally you control or a non-elite minion, attached character cannot attack. Oh, there you go. Okay, cannot attack, be attacked, defend, thwart, or scheme.
So when you're the host, when an ally or a minion is the host, it literally can't do anything except for an ability on the card.
Okay.
It's just
there to.
You
can be Venom.
It's just there so you can be Venom. So that is the downside to attaching a host. It's not that much of a down, but that is the downside.
That's the downside.
So,
okay.
but Eddie Brock's
cool
awesome
ability.
because he damages himself. Which think about that theme right there. He's damaging himself to increase Venom.
Correct.
Like, awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Love it.
So, and it's interesting because it still counts as an ally you control.
Right.
So it also hurts you in the sense where now you can only play 2 other allies while you have him.
Correct. Yeah, there is that. Okay. So I did my setup. I'm going to take my first turn, which we're obviously going to flip.
Yep.
So I'll kind of follow your lead there. So I'm going to gain hit points equal to Eddie's health, which is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then, so Stealth Hunter is garbage because I'm not thwarting.
Right.
So I could... my hand's just a little...
It is just clunky.
Yeah.
But it's actually not too bad because if you hold on, this is a hero action.
Yeah.
If I have a way to give you this action, you might be able to play that.
Okay.
So if you just do your thing, play your U.S. agent.
Yeah, as opposed to stunning him.
Yeah. The stun's not a big deal.
Okay. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 to play the U.S. agent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just hold on to the Mockingbird and the Symbiotic Hunger.
Yep.
So Venom so his attack is going to be 2, right? Because Eddie's is 2.
If that's what Eddie's. Yep.
Yeah, it's 2 as long as he's the host.
Yep. Then yes.
All right. So Venom is going to attack for 2.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this little dance. Then I suppose I will...
He cannot attack.
Why? I was going to tap him to ready Venom.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna attack.
No. That's what he does, right?
Yep.
So
He takes a damage.
Action, deal a damage to Eddie Brock. Exhaust him. Ready Venom. And then I'll attack again for 2.
Yep.
And my U.S. agent, I suppose, is going to attack for 1.
Yeah. Okay. So it's my turn. Yeah. So then I am going to use Peter Parker's Genius ability, and I'm going to discard energy to play a helicarrier. So we'll get that in play. I'm going to flip up. Then I could... So I'm trying to decide. I could piercing strike him, but I think just getting an ally in play is just better.
I agree.
So I'm just going to discard my power of aggression and discard this piercing strike for 3 resources to play Valkyrie.
Okay.
I'll hold on to my backflip, but I will I will give you an action with helicarrier.
Right. You'll give me a window of opportunity.
And I'm going to ask you to use that on my turn.
Exactly. So we'll use your helicarrier and discard Mockingbird to play Symbiotic Hunger, which is going to deal 4 damage to an enemy, and then I can heal 2 damage from Venom, which I can actually heal. No, I can't heal because I'm at max right now.
You're at max.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just dealing 4, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
then deal 4 is still a decent ratio.
Valkyrie will just punch for 2, and then Spider-Man will punch for 2.
Okay.
And I'll hold on to backflip, and we'll draw up.
All right. Ready?
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, lots of backflipping.
Lots of back. All right, and then for me, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Okay. First thing is threat.
Threat.
So drop 2 on there.
Yep. 1, 2.
Then Carnage is going to attack me.
Mm-hmm.
And is there anything that happens when he becomes the target of an attack? No, it's like certain cards, right? That's nothing on the board.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's attacking me. If he deals me damage, he's going to attack me again.
Yep.
And is it only characters? After he attacks the same player an additional time. So after he resolves an attack, he attacks the same player an additional time. So if you block with an ally...
This says, after Carnage resolves an attack, he attacks the same player an additional time. Yeah.
So if you block with an ally, does he still attack again? As a player?
Yeah, I think so. After Carnage resolves an attack, he attacks the same player an additional time. Yeah, I think he just...
There's no, requirement. He just attacks twice.
Yeah, I just think he attacks twice, no matter what.
No matter what, he just attacks twice.
Yeah.
Okay, which is probably why
I actually misread this card. I thought it was if he dealt you damage, he attacked again.
Right, no, it's just
after he resolves an attack, he attacks the same player an additional time. So yeah, he's just attacking you twice, no matter what.
He's just attacking you twice. Yep. All right, so then I will... And my defense is 1, so I don't really defend.
No.
Fine. So I suppose for this first attack, I'll just take it to the face and see what happens.
Sure.
So base 1, and that's 1 pip.
So 2 damage.
So 2 damage. And I guess I'll just leave that up there just so you guys are seeing some of these cards. So 2 damage from me.
Yep.
Then he's attacking me again.
Yep.
So deciding I might let the U.S. agent block this one.
That's what he's there for, right?
Yep. So that's this one, and that is a boost with a pip. So the boost, if this attack defeats an ally, set it aside, attach a symbiote sliver attachment. Oh,
yeah.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
It's not going to kill him, though. It's going to deal him 2 damage. And this U.S. agent has Retaliate 1. So 1 damage. Carnage.
Yep. So the other sneaky thing that's interesting is you could oh no, that doesn't work. Never mind. I was thinking that Venom might have a workaround to prevent the slivers from killing his things, but it doesn't. I was wrong.
All right. So you're up. He's attacking you.
Yep, he's attacking me, so I'm initiating. I'll force interrupt Spider-Man, draw a card, and I drew some She-Hulk.
Nice.
And he's attacking me, huh? Well, I've got a bunch of backflips in my hand,
You
so
do.
YOLO.
All right. First one, base 1. That is a pip and a boost. The boost is reveal this card. Oh, okay. So this is coming into play, and it is an attachment. Attached to Carnage, if he already has a card with the same name attached, deal the active player a face-down encounter card. Doesn't have that. Force interrupt. When Carnage attacks, you must defend against it with an ally. If that ally would be defeated, set it aside instead and attach a symbiote sliver to it. Then discard this card, and it gives him +1 attack. So the boost happens first, right?
Let's see. So, so the boost would happen first. We have to attach this to card. If he already has a card with the same name, deal the active. Okay.
So I think it gives him +1 attack.
Force interrupt. When Carnage attacks, you must defend against it with an ally. If the ally would be defeated, set it aside and discard this card.
So I don't think the ally part is relevant because he's already initiated the attack. You chose not to block it, so you're past the defender stage. But I think he would get that +1 attack.
Oh, for sure.
As an order of operations thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. So, force interrupt. When Carnage attacks, he's already attacking. We're drawing the boost card.
Right.
You must defend against when Carnage. Well,
Because that card gives him +1 attack.
Right.
And the first thing you have to do is.
And we've already chosen defenders.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think that the defending part is relevant.
Yeah, I think it's going to get attached.
He is going to get that +1 attack.
Yep. So he's going to be attacking at a
base 2, which with 1 pip, so 3 total.
All right, and I'll backflip it.
Okay.
So I'll take none.
So then he's attacking you again, and now you have to block with an ally.
And I have no choice.
Yes, and then if it's defeated, it's set aside.
Which it's got to be. Pretty sure it's got a base 2.
Base 2. Yep. And then this card is one of the side schemes. It has 1 pip on it. I'll turn this sideways real quick.
So he will attack me though, so I will draw a card.
You will still draw a card. Yes, but you have to block with Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is obviously dying.
Yep.
And then she gets
removed from game.
Removed from the game because she gets that essentially equipped to her.
Yep. So we'll put all our because there is a thing that keeps the slivers around, so like it keeps track of them. Okay. So we'll just put them over here.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, it was nice knowing you,
And then this is
Valkyrie.
discarded now because we did that.
Yep. Valkyrie, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, she gone.
Enjoy Valhalla.
Yeah.
Or hell, because you get this thing attached to you.
That's fair. All right, so those were his 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So now bad cards.
Yeah, bad cards.
1 for me, 1 for you. My bad card. Vicious Assault. When revealed as a hero, if your hero is exhausted, Carnage attacks you. If no attack is made, this card gains Surge.
Okay. It's not exhausted.
I'm not exhausted, so this card is going to get Surge. Raving Lunatic. When revealed, take 2 indirect damage. If 2 per person or more symbiote sliver cards are attached to allies in play or set aside, each character damage display becomes stunning. Okay, so there's not. We need 4 of these.
Correct.
Up here, so there's only 1. So I am taking 2 indirect damage, is what all of that amounts to.
Okay.
Which I will choose to have my U.S. agent take 1. Because he's just going to block for me on the next turn anyway. And then I will take 1.
Sure. Okay. You done?
Yes.
All right, so mine.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Demogoblin.
Oh, this guy. Okay. So he is base 1 scheme, base 2 attack. After he attacks, if damage was dealt, place a threat on the main. Okay, 5 health.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
He's engaged with me.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Yep. And then that's it. So pass the button to Spider-Man.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I don't know what I want to do. Got some options here. I kind of just like getting some stuff into play. Like thinking about, I'm going to play the toe-to-toe to kill this guy. I might want to play this, so that's 2 cards. Do you need this helicarrier for any reason?
That's what I am trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this too. So I definitely know for sure.
No,
Okay.
I do not.
So I'm pretty sure I'm not playing She-Hulk. So I'm going to discard her. And I'm going to put some web shooters into play. And... Okay. Let's throw those into play. And you said you don't need my helicarrier.
I do not.
So we're going to exhaust it. And then we're going to play toe-to-toe, which says I can force an enemy to attack me.
Okay.
And I'm going to force Demogoblin to attack me.
Okay.
And after Demogoblin attacks, if damage was dealt, place 1 threat in the main scheme. No big deal. I'm going to let him hit me. I'm going to just take the 2 damage.
Okay.
And then toe-to-toe will deal 5 damage and kill this guy.
Oh, sweet. All right.
So
put a threat on the main.
I will put a threat on the main. And then I've got these cards in my hand. So the question is, do I want to play any of them? They're all good cards.
I mean, they're all events, so there's that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess my question is dipping both of these cards and burning a token worth a web sling for 8?
I mean, I guess the question is, do you want to hold on to all of those cards?
Yeah, I mean,
that's really the question. If you don't want to hold on to them, then you swing in webkick.
Yeah, right. I mean, if I was going to hold on to cards, I would just ditch the webkick and just hold on to these 2 and then play them in the next phase. There is something to be said to be holding onto your spider sense when the deck's that thick and you haven't gone through any of the shadows of the past or anything like that.
For sure, that is definitely a thing.
So, and I'm also a big fan of, and this could be wrong play, but I'm also a big fan sometimes of just not burning through my web shooters. I love having them on the villain's turn, so that when I'm playing cards like Spider Sense, I'm not dumping my hand to play defensive cards.
Very true.
So, I don't know. It's a good question. Like I said, I could always hold on to this for next turn. I might just hold on to all of them.
All right.
I'm gonna experiment. I haven't played Spider-Man since I can't even remember.
It's been a hot minute, yeah.
So I'm gonna hold. This might be wrong.
Okay.
And if you think it's wrong, feel free to tell me.
Do you want to do a basic action?
I am gonna do a basic. And I haven't got I could punch for 2. I only thwart for 1. You're not thwarting in any way. Oh no, you could thwart. You're the only one that can't thwart. So yeah, I'm gonna punch for 2.
Okay.
And you're up.
Alrighty. So my plan is to discard a Power of Leadership and Kate Bishop Hawkeye to play Ronan.
I like that plan.
And then discard my Host Essence, not take the extra damage because I only need the 1 just to play Inspired on him. So he'll get the bonus for himself of like when he gets an upgrade, he gets +1 thwart and +1 attack.
Yeah, so he'll be
Plus, this is going to give him +1 thwart and +1 attack.
So he can thwart for 3.
He can thwart for 3 or attack for 4.
Which we're thwarting for 3.
Yes, we are. We are thwarting for 3, 100%.
So let's clear this off.
Damage. And this guy's going to defend for me on the next turn. He's tapped anyway. So I suppose I'm just attacking for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, do I want to again? I'm a little low on health.
Yeah. So I mean, your option is you could ready Eddie Brock. Use Eddie Brock to ready Venom, flip to Alter Ego and recover.
Right, that's what I was actually just thinking. So if I do that, so take a damage to ready, and then exhaust. And then I can flip and recover for 3.
Mm-hmm. And we just cleared off all the threats, so...
Right.
YOLO.
Yep, and that's my max on my Venom side.
Yep.
All right. That's it.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep. And you've got a blocker here.
Yeah, I have a blocker and a hand. So I drew a webbed up, which if you haven't seen, and you'll pay for that.
Okay.
So
I have another Hostessence, Falcon. I got Flash.
nice.
The Mansion, and then Stealth Hunter, which will probably come in handy as soon as I flip.
Yeah, so I kept that swinging web kick only because I had a good feeling that I might blow through this backflip and enhance spiders. There's a good chance I blow through them on this turn, and if I do, this is exactly enough resources with the Helicarrier to play a card.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Guaranteed a good card to play.
Yeah. All right, so first thing is threat. So drop 2 on there.
It's just tough when you're playing because like you're always under that efficiency of like I want to play every card in my hand.
For sure.
But sometimes that's not the best play.
Yeah.
Because I mean, burning through your deck also means that you're drawing more encounter cards.
That is true. Okay, so he's attacking you.
Yep.
And I can defend with this guy for you, if you like.
Or
do you want?
I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah, that's true.
For the initiate of the attack, and good question if I want to. Well, he's gonna attack twice, so yeah, go ahead. You can defend.
Okay. So we're flipping just a regular old assault.
Yep.
Still 1 damage is enough to kill him, but he's also going to deal 1 back
because he doesn't survive.
Huh?
Retaliate only does damage if the thing survives.
Oh, really?
That's how it works.
All right, then never mind. He's not dealing with retaliate. Okay. Then he's attacking you again.
Yep. So I'll draw another card. This is not a limit, right? Interrupt. When Spider-Man initiates... When the villain... Yeah.
It's...
So good.
Yeah.
Alright, so good against Carnage. I'm going to draw another card.
Yep.
Liking that. Mockingbird.
Lots of cards.
Okay.
Okay, so this time, I'm assuming you're just going to face tank it. Yeah. So base 1, and then another assault. So just 1 damage.
1 damage.
So
wow. I'm not even ban a backflip, I guess.
Yeah, that's not worth it. It might get worse.
Yeah.
So definitely not worth it.
We'll see what happens with encounter cards.
Yeah, so he's scheming against me, which is just base 1, and a gang up. That's 1, so drop 2 more threat on the main.
Okay.
And bad cards.
Let's throw a 3 on here, and we'll take 1 off.
Yep. That is how math works.
And I am first.
Yep.
Ooh, Scorpion.
Oh, all right.
Quick strike.
So he's going to deal you 3.
Yeah, I might backflip out of that. We will.
Yeah. All right. And my bad card is a gang up. So this is Alter Ego, so it's just going to be Surge. There's a second copy of this.
Because of this.
Scorpion has that copy in his deck, which is... So, Surge, Vicious Assault. When revealed on Alter Ego, Surge, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to symbiote sliver cards attached to allies in play or set aside. So, first thing is Surge. Second thing is discard 1 card from the encounter deck, which is an advance. And Master Plan.
Oh, guess who kept the enhanced spider sense?
Yeah, there you go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Master Plan.
And I'm going to use my web shooter to pay for that.
I think so, yeah. Unless you want to just use a card because you got extra cards, but...
I'm going to use the web shooter.
All right, so that is canceled.
Oh, I dropped the token. Fell in between the crack.
All right, well, get it later.
They're too far away.
The crack of the 2 tables here.
If you want to put them in the middle, they're just too far away.
I just figured you'd put them next to you, so you could use them later.
Don't worry, we're married. We argue all the time. Yep. It's all bickering.
Yep. Okay, so pass the button to me.
Mom and Dad fight. It happens.
Yeah. Okay. That said, what do we want to do here? Hosting Scorpion seems like a great idea.
Yeah, you get 7 hit points if you host him.
Yeah, that seems fantastic.
It would be sweet if you had that other card, but that's okay.
Yeah, so it's cost me 1 resource to do that.
Yep.
So I think we will ditch a mansion to host Scorpion.
Yep.
And I get 7 hit points. So I think it's not 7 plus his 1. Like,
no, so that goes away. Yeah. So it's just 7.
So it's just the 7. So
yep.
2, 4, 6.
And your attack is now 3.
7. Yeah, that's nice.
And your thwart is 3.
Yeah. That's cool. All right. Then we're going to So I'd like to do the Stealth Hunter because now that I've hosted a minion, I can actually clear all of that threat.
That's pretty good.
The question is, what is my plan here? Because can I maybe use your helicarrier?
Yeah.
Because then I could use your helicarrier to play this, and then I could get Flash Thompson in.
Or you could get,
I can't do both.
Yeah, you can, no, I'm trying to think.
As that is, I'm going to have to take a damage in order to play Flash.
That's fine. Go for it.
So we'll use your helicarrier to do the Stealth Hunter, which is going to remove 4 threat. So we're going to clear that off. Then, oh, I probably need to put that something. Then I'm going to use the Host Essence, and I'm going to take a damage to have it be 2, and then discard Falcon so I can play.
So Host Essence actually doesn't deal you a damage, it deals damage to this, which then deals damage to that.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
So put that damage back where you got it from, and then remove one from that side. There you go.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay. Tricky. So we have Flash. Now he needs an upgrade to be able to do stuff, but that's okay. He's in play.
Yep.
Then...
And you still... I don't think you've drawn it. I haven't seen any of your other upgrades, so there's still 3 more in your deck. Maybe I missed it.
See... No, that's it. Just the Inspired, that's it. So, and I'm about halfway through my deck, so there's a few more in there. Let's go ahead and just attack for 4 with Ronan.
Seems awesome.
And do we want to just go at Scorpion, or do we want to...
Or we could just keep him because you have 1,000,000 health and more attack and damage.
That's true.
I say just keep him. Let's just go with the boss.
So we're going at the boss. So this is going to reset down to 10.
Yep.
That was Ronan. Then I am going to attack for 3. Now the question is...
Kill Eddie Brock.
Do we?
Yeah, because now you can't play any more allies.
That's true.
So you might as well kill him, and then next turn if you get another ally.
Eddie will take a damage, which will kill him, which will ready myself here. And attack for 3 again.
Yeah. Let's beat up on this Carnage.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm out.
All right, my turn?
Yes.
So, I essentially could play a 3 resource card and a 1. It's not super exciting. Or I could play a 3 resource, hold a card. He's at 4.
Yeah.
So I probably don't want to, I interestingly enough probably don't want to play Swinging Web Kick because I'm wasting a ton of damage.
I guess I could have called for an action for you to Swinging Web Kick him before I dealt 6 damage.
That would have been smart, but we didn't do that.
Yeah.
That would have been the way to do it.
Yeah.
Because that probably would have been my better play. So here's the interesting thing. Webbed Up kind of stinks on him.
I mean, it doesn't. It just, yes. His attacks aren't as strong.
Yeah.
And he's doing 4 of them in a turn.
Right, yeah.
So he basically skips against a singular player.
Yeah, it's not as good.
Not as good.
But, like, my hand isn't super efficient. Brawn, is he a big deal? Mockingbird, meh. And then I can hold on to this for when he attacks me, but there's no threat.
Yeah.
I guess I might just burn this whole hand just to... I'll play a Webbed Up.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
it's nowhere near as good.
Yeah, but it's fine.
So we'll attach a Webbed Up. We're gonna punch him for 2.
Okay.
That's it.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready up?
And we're drawing 5. So another web shooter. Relentless Assault. Chase them down. Piercing Strike. And last card is... Oh, Mansion. I would have loved to have that this turn.
Yeah. All right, me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What?
2 it is. Okay.
So he's going to attack me, but he's webbed up.
Yeah,
and becomes stunned. Then
Yep.
he's going to attack me again and remove his stun.
Mm-hmm.
Then he is attacking you.
Which I will initiate and draw a card.
Mm-hmm. So I do have Ronan with 1 health left.
Nope,
but
because you have a first aid and you can heal him, and he thwarts
can.
for a bunch. So yeah, no thanks.
I agree.
I say he just attacks me.
Okay.
I'm fine with
Fine with that happening.
yeah, and yeah, just go for it.
Okay, so that is a boost and a pip, so it's going to be a total of 2 damage.
Okay.
And the boost, if Carnage has less than half his hit points remaining for the current stage, this activation gains 1 additional boost icon, then heal 3 from Carnage. Oh, so it's going to be 3, and he's going to heal.
Okay, so I'm going to take 3 damage.
And he's healing 3.
And he's healing 3. Okay. And then he's going to attack me again.
Correct.
So I'm going to draw another card.
Yep.
And I think this time I'm going to defend.
Okay.
Since I'm only at 4 health.
And that was a good choice. That's under fire, so that's 3 pips. So 4 damage. So
Okay.
you take 1?
Take 1.
Good choice.
Alright.
Bad cards.
Mm-hmm.
1 for me, 1 for you.
Yep.
My bad card is an advance. Okay, that's fine. So he's going to scheme. Base 1. That is 2 pips and a boost. Ugh. If you control a support card with a cost of 3 or more. I do not. So that's good because that would give it an additional boost icon.
Did you read what that card does afterwards?
What?
I believe if you control a support cost 3 more, you have to lose it.
No.
Oh no, that must be a different
That
card.
might be the one revealed. Remove the support card you control with the highest cost from the game. That's
right.
That's the card,
Yeah,
the encounter part. The boost part is, so the boost part's not affecting.
Yeah, if you reveal that card, you lose your Avengers Mansion or your Helicarrier.
Yeah, that sucks.
I think it's removed from the game.
It is. Yeah, that and the card gets searched.
Yeah.
Like double kick. Yeah. That's rough. And if you have those in play, then the boost triggers.
Right.
So it's just it's hating on those big supports.
I like that card.
Okay, so that's not going to come into play because I don't have any of those expensive supports. So it's 2. So put 3 threat on the main.
You got it.
1 away. Are both of those advances gone?
I don't know.
2. Yep.
All right. Attached to Carnage.
Murderous Intent. After Carnage attacks, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the damage done. If the last card of the encounter deck is discarded this way after the activation ends, Carnage activates again against the same player. As a hero interrupt, when you would thwart, discard this card instead. Oh, so you don't have a choice. It's just when you thwart, you discard this instead.
Yep.
You can't choose between the 2 options.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Okay, so that is it. Pass button. And while Scorpion is my host, he is not attacking us, which is pretty great.
Yeah. He is not attacking because he can't attack when he's the host.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my hand's kind of weird. I got a lot of dead cards, honestly. So I got a Spider Tracer with nothing to attach to. I could toe-to-toe the boss, but that's meh. I've got a Relentless Assault, nothing I can assault. I've got Chase them down, no minions to kill.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 dead cards. So that immediately makes me think I would like to
play that mansion.
Play this mansion. Do you need my Helicarrier?
No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna ditch 3, put this mansion into play.
Okay.
And do you
The only thing a card gives me is a bigger Ant-Man.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
I'm just dumping my cards into Ant-Man.
I guess I'm gonna draw a card. Oh, Enhanced Spider Sense.
Yes.
I'll probably hold on to that. There's still a Shadows, I think, in that deck.
I believe so.
Because I canceled Master Plan.
Yeah.
Because I hate that card.
Yeah,
there's definitely still Shadows in the deck.
Yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do then is I might just... I don't really care about the... Yeah, get a second Web Shooters in play. Let's grab 3 of these tokens. And honestly, the Piercing Strike is kind of not really
It's meh.
It's meh, but I mean, I've got all these web shooters, so I don't mind actually spending some.
Before you shuffle your deck.
Before I shuffle my deck, it's fine. So I'll piercing strike the boss for 3.
3.
And then I'm gonna hold on to this enhanced spider sense in my hand.
Okay.
And I'm just done with my turn.
Alrighty. So I'm going to discard one of the Venom cards to play a first aid on Ronan to heal him for 2. Seems great. And I am just going to dump a strength and the cellular symbiosis into Hank Pym Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So he's going to have 3 health.
Yeah.
Choices. So I think it's important that we thwart, so we don't flip that.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
However, that means that I need to thwart at least twice to even thwart once.
Actually, no. This card says, hero. When you would thwart, discard this card. You is your identity, so it would not affect your allies.
Oh, so then I have to thwart.
This card says, hero interrupt. When you would thwart, discard this card. You don't have to thwart.
Okay.
It's just like, if you thwart, you won't do anything with your hero, you just discard this card.
Okay.
But discarding this card is probably relevant, because after Carnage attacks, discard... Yeah, you want to get rid of this. So you probably just want to thwart
so I think I thwart
with hero.
3.
Yep, which does nothing. Just gets rid of that.
Then...
And then you have thwart for 5 there. You could just clear
that off.
Yeah,
I might as well. I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
Yep.
So we're going to clear this off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I don't have any Brock, so I can't ready.
Nope. And Flash can't do anything until you get an upgrade.
Yep. All right, so I have, oh look, an upgrade. 2, 3, another upgrade. 4, 5.
Yeah, so you might want to put one on Eddie Brock and another on Ronan.
Yeah.
The good one to put on Eddie Brock.
On his cycle,
the
probably.
cycle on him.
Not on him?
It's good on either one.
Yeah. All right, anyway. Plan out my turn next turn.
Yeah, I'm going to draw my cards. So, first card, second card, third, and fourth. And it's going to join my enhanced spider senses in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I probably should have flipped.
I was thinking that, but...
oh well. Whoops.
Okay. So, first things first is threat. So we got to drop 2 on there.
Yep.
And he's attacking you.
I'm going to draw a card.
Yeah. I have all your back.
Yeah, I think I already got them all. Yeah, I guess.
I could defend with one of these guys. I do have another first aid in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just defend.
Or you could just defend with yourself.
I could do that.
You have a ton of health.
For 1, but yeah, I have a ton of health right now. That's fine. Okay, so I'll defend for you for 1.
Mm-hmm.
And boost. I get stunned.
Okay.
Sad face.
It's not the end of the world.
No, but I will take 1 damage.
Okay.
He's attacking you again.
And I'll draw a card. And I will defend.
Okay. And that is a boost. Heal 3 damage from Carnage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we're still on the first side.
Yeah, and so would deal you 1, but you're obviously defending it.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's attacking me, base 1, and I'm just gonna eat it. +2, so 3. And then he's attacking me again. Base 1. Boost. I'm already stunned, so suck it, Carnage. Take 1.
Okay. Alrighty.
Bad cards.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
So.
Oh, our first side scheme.
Yeah, civilians in peril.
The ongoing rampage inevitably affects innocents in the area. It is a critical, and the boost isn't relevant, so it's just 2 per player, so 4.
Okay. So it's just 2 per player?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's put 4 on it.
My bad card. Symbiotic Endurance. When revealed, give Carnage a tough status card. If there are less than 2 symbiotes per person attached to allies, this card gains Surge. So this card is going to get Surge.
Okay.
Surge it. Oh!
We are going to enhance Spider
Enhance
Sense
Spider
out of the
Sense
way,
that.
and we're going to use this web shooter so we can shuffle it back into the deck.
Yeah, heck yeah. Get rid of this stupid card. Okay, perfect. That's it. Last button.
I do like my enhanced Spider Senses.
Pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
So for my turn, what the heck do I want to try to do here? I think equipping a Sky Cycle onto Ronan seems pretty fantastic.
Yeah, Ronan or Flash. Probably Ronan.
Probably Ronan, because I can heal him again, so it just, like, Train is fantastic. So I think I kind of want to play, like, all of these cards. Sad.
I mean, you probably could.
I could play this.
I mean, I have a helicarrier, I have a mansion.
I mean, yeah, I'd have to obviously use a lot of your
So you can use my helicarrier right off the bat to play whatever you want.
The reinforced suit on Flash. I think that's more important than the Sky Cycle on Ronan, because that way I can at least activate it.
Okay.
Then I would like to play the Symbiotic Hunger.
Mm-hmm.
So deal 4 damage to an enemy. We'll put him down to 1. Oh, except he's tough.
Yes, he would.
So I probably want to maybe just attack with Ant-Man first.
Yeah,
he's the least attack.
Yeah.
So Ant-Man attacks to remove this tough.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do the Symbiotic Hunger to do 4, put him down to 1. And more importantly, I also heal 2.
Yep.
Then
I can have you draw a card with the mansion.
Okay. Ooh. Violent Transfer. I'm not playing it though.
Yeah, it's just to ditch it for your
Sky
Cycle.
So we're gonna ditch it for the Sky Cycle on Ronan. And I'm just gonna hold on to the first stage.
Makes perfect sense.
So Ronan is going to thwart for 4. No, thwart for 3.
It's thwart for 1, 2, 3.
3. That's it.
Plus this is 4. Because this gives it +1.
Right. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3.
Wrong. So 1 +1 from the card, +1 for the ability,
right.
+1.
This doesn't give him +1.
He gets an +1 for each upgrade, correct?
No, it's while there is an upgrade.
Oh. While an upgrade. Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
It's just redundant.
I was wrong.
Yeah, so it's just thwarting for 3.
Yep.
Which I still think that's worth it.
Yep.
So we'll thwart for 3.
Yep, so maybe off the critical.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. Then Flash can do a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Flash probably...
I'll have a thwart for 1, so maybe just punch
attack for 3?
Boss, yeah. Well, let's see.
That's a little bit of overkill.
Yeah.
Is it better for me to just... Maybe I don't even do it. Seems silly, but...
Yeah, it seems kind of silly, but... I mean, or you could just lose a thwart. I mean,
yeah, I think that's
just lose
better.
a thwart. So we'll get rid of this.
Yep.
Anything when it's defeated?
That's a good question. Nope.
Okay. Alright.
And I'm tapped, so I can't do anything, and I'm just going to hold on to that first stage.
Alright, so my turn.
You are up.
So my turn is pretty simple. Not a whole lot going on. I guess we're going to discard a genius, chase him down because we have nothing to chase down, and Relentless Assault because we've got nothing to assault.
Yep.
So these 4 cards, we're going to play Nick Fury and draw 3. 1,
so was a good play?
2, 3. Oh, okay. And
Wanna
then
flip Carnage.
I'm going to... yes, we'll flip Carnage. We'll attack Carnage.
So, side 3. Deal each player an encounter card. So, 1 for me. One for you.
Okay.
And nothing else. He just schemes more now. Otherwise, it's the usual stuff. His hit points are 19 times 2.
Okay.
30.
Yeah.
Math.
I'm going to play a copy of Strength and play Martial Prowess. And then I am... Do I want to do that? I don't know if I care about Martial Prowess. It's so late in the game. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's fine. I'll play it. I don't ever play that card. And then I am going to... exhaust Martial Prowess. Exhaust a Web Shooter.
Sure.
For 2 resources. And discard Spider-Girl for 3 to give him a swinging web kick.
All right.
So let's hit him for 8.
Off a 10 and a 2. And stunned, right?
No. Just steals 8.
Oh, just 8. I thought it was also stunned.
No, that would be crazy good.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
And then I'll flip.
Okay. Makes sense.
And I'm going to Genius for Aunt May.
Oh,
and get some cookies.
So good. I was just thinking you could use some cookies.
Yep.
So good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And then C'est la vie.
Ready? Yep.
We might lose the scheme in the process, but
we might, but it's only the first one.
Yeah.
And you need to flip, so it's just
yeah. I really wanted to play that swinging web kick, so my thought was I would thwart for 2 with Nick Fury, but I wanted to swinging web kick instead of hold on to it.
Oh, I should not have drawn this because I'm holding on to it.
Yeah.
Forgot I was holding on to a card.
It happens when you're streaming.
Yep.
All right, so I've got 1 card, 2, 3,
and
a shit.
Oof, this is gonna be like heroic mode, man.
Yeah.
3 cards on Alter Ego probably means we're losing that scheme, but it's fine.
Yeah, probably. Although I am gonna shuffle both my
Spider senses.
Spider senses back
Aren't
in.
those hero action only though?
Oh, good call. They are hero, and I am not gonna be able to use them if I draw them because I flipped. I kind of had to though.
Yeah.
Damage was really piling up.
Agreed.
You know who's awesome with all those upgrades? Black Cat.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, for sure. She's fantastic.
So it's like Black Cat with an inspired.
Yeah, this guy's like
actually, all of these.
Yeah,
Put them all on there.
Yeah.
She's just going to town and
She's
tapping
bananas.
every turn.
Yeah.
I need to
Pretty
try that
good.
out.
Yeah, pretty good. Alrighty.
So shuffled
Last
up.
2 cards.
Last 2 cards.
Well, actually, do you get 6 on this
Webbed
side?
up. Oh, I get 6. Yeah. Webbed up. Spider Tracer. And Web Shooters. All right. New hand.
So threat on the main.
Yep.
Drop 2 on there.
We're almost through the deck, so we will get an acceleration soon.
Yeah.
But
we'll get it after this turn. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's already on the next side.
Yeah,
so
I think we're doing
good.
okay.
Yeah.
This turn is gonna suck though, because we're gonna resolve like 6 encounter cards.
Yeah. It's gonna suck for sure.
Okay, so he's attacking me, and Nick Fury is gonna do Nick Fury things.
Yep. Goodbye.
Exhaustion. Then he's attacking me again, and kind of wondering if I just have Ant-Man bite it. He's got 1 health left.
Go for it.
I think that's fine. Uh-oh. Reveal this card. Okay. Attached to Carnage, if he already is, so he doesn't. It's the one where you have to defend with an ally. So, there's that.
So that's one of the cards that's going to assassinate.
I guess here's the question, though, because I am
You're
defending with an ally.
So yeah, it would happen.
You must defend if I would be defeated. set it aside. So I think this happens because
it
I was
happens.
defending with an ally.
Yep. So it's gonna
So
be
that
this
gets,
card goes in the deck,
Yes, this
and
goes
then
in the
we draw a
discard
sliver
pile,
card.
and then I get a sliver.
So now we're at 2.
Correct.
1 per player.
Yes.
Which, when you get to 4, is when all the stuff goes bad.
Yes. 2 per player.
Yeah. When Al and I played this, we were at 3 on standard mode.
Okay. So, and then that's discarded right away because that comes into play immediately.
Yep.
And that was the second attack.
Yes, that was 2 attacks.
So, bad cards.
He has to scheme against me.
Oh, yeah, I was first player there.
So scheme for 2.
Scheme base 2, and there's a 1, so that'll
3.
flip it.
Yep, that'll flip it. So, which is going to assassinate somebody. So, when this flips, you can put that on camera.
Mm-hmm. Does that have a 1 defeated?
I don't
Number
think
1.
it did. Number 1. When completed, Carnage attacks the hero with the highest amount of remaining hit points.
So yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, so Carnage is going to attack you first.
So that's happening first. So Carnage is attacking me again, and
he can't do his thing.
He
though,
can't do
'cause
the
he's already done
thing
it
again.
twice. So it's just a regular attack.
It's just a regular attack. So I'll just let that one go.
Yeah, I say go for it.
And it's just a 1 pip. Another copy of that. So it's just 2 damage.
Okay.
And acceleration because now we're out.
Yep, that's fine. And then, so that was side.
That was the end of Scheme 1.
Scheme
so
1.
Then we need Scheme 2. When revealed, each player attaches the Symbiote Sliver attachment from the Symbiote Sliver deck to the ally they control with the highest amount of hit points.
Oh, each player.
Each player.
Gross.
So you get 1 and I get 1.
I don't have an ally.
Oh.
Joke's on you, game.
If a player did not attach a card to an ally, deal them an encounter card. So no joke on you. You're just getting a bajillion encounter cards. So mine has to go on Flash because he has 5 hit points actually from the reinforced suit.
So he'll die in a couple turns no matter what.
He'll die in a few turns. So sad face. And then when we flip this, with the town almost destroyed, Carnage moves on to bigger targets, reaching the highway. And then this again has a when completed effect. All right.
So a couple things I'm thinking about. I feel like this is too good.
Quite good.
I feel like if you attach this host card, maybe, I don't know, it seems pretty good. Like you could just.
I just have removed the big.
And you gained all its stats.
Yeah.
I think what would be interesting is if the host were attached to a minion.
There's a downside.
That it dealt a damage to the minion each turn.
Ah.
So like Venom, the symbiote's kind of like, inconsequentially hitting this every turn.
Yeah.
So it's kind of forcing you, like you get it, but it's kind of forcing you to move that host.
Right.
Because right now you're not.
I have no incentive to move the host out.
Because moving it. There's not even an ally that would be as awesome.
Good. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true.
And by putting it on here, it's not taking up one of your ally slots.
Right. For sure. Yeah, there's lots of perks, for sure.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I still think it's well designed. I'm not knocking it. I'm just thinking.
No, I agree. Just like little ways to improve it.
Yeah,
for sure. Okay, so you get another encounter card from the end of the first scheme.
Yep.
Then he did his scheme, so that activation is done. So now it's just encounter cards, right?
Correct.
So another one for me and another one for you.
Hey, it's like heroic mode.
Uber, yeah, you have 4 cards this turn. All right, so my first one is eviction notice.
Yeah, okay. Well, I will.
Yes, you're tapping.
I will exhaust and remove that from the game.
Next one is a minion, the doppelganger, Insight 1. So drop a threat on the main.
Okay.
And that's it. He's got 6 health.
Hey, something to kill.
Something to kill.
All right.
Go ahead.
First one. Yours.
Oh, mine. Okay.
Put that on camera.
So, yeah. So, we're probably just going to do the thing.
Yep.
We're just going to flip over to the symbiote side and exhaust. Move it.
Mm-hmm. And then I have Raving Lunatic. When revealed, take 2 indirect damage if 2 per player or more symbiote silver cards are attached to allies. We don't have 2.
We're not. We have 3.
We have 3. So
just under.
I'm just taking 2 indirect.
Yep.
Okay, 2 indirect. That's fine. And then this card is
Discarded eyes.
yeah, it's just gone.
That
And
raving lunatic card that we.
yeah, basically it's just the first sentence.
Yep.
And then we have Roadblock, which is just another side
Side
scheme.
scheme. Carnage destroys everything in his path in an attempt to get away from his pursuers. Carnage may not take damage from attacks without the ranged keyword. That's
yeah. So we have to remove that before we can damage him, and it's 2 per player.
Yeah, 2 per player and a hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the last one.
Tail sweep.
I think that's gonna.
When revealed, Scorpion attacks your hero. If no attack was made, you are stunned.
I'm just stunned. All right. Which will be stunned for a while because I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ditto.
Yeah.
I've been stunned.
All right.
All right. That's the end of that phase. So pass the button.
Pass the button to Peter Parker.
And yeah.
All right.
Do
So
your thing.
yeah, I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is I'll use Science or use Genius to throw another
Web shooters
out here. Let's get these guys going. We're going to exhaust Aunt May. Heal 4, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're
Thank God for Aunt May.
Yeah, she's making the game real easy right now. Flip.
She makes good cookies.
Flip for Spider-Man, and then I've got this Power of Aggression, which I don't have any aggression cards, so it's just a wild.
Yeah.
So, options. Lots of options. Oh, this is not here. I could just pitch. Could just pitch these. We're going to pitch the Power of Aggression, and I think we'll throw a Spider Tracer on this dude.
Sure.
And that guy has 6 health.
He does.
So, do you want to kill him? I mean, how much does he attack for?
He attacks for 2, 3, 4.
Okay. So, with the combination of the allies you're going to play, you'll probably kill him.
I don't know if I'm going to play any more allies.
What are you thinking you're going to play?
I'm thinking about first aiding Ronan.
Okay.
And playing Power Gloves.
Okay. You wouldn't want to play Nick Fury first?
It's a nice idea, but I mean, I guess maybe it's a little late for the Bond thing.
It seems pretty late for the Bond thing. Well, although this thing's never going to get moved.
It's never going to move.
So yeah, maybe you do play the Bond
so
and just don't play Nick Fury.
Because then I think I just play Power Gloves and use your helicarrier to play Bond, and then I like play out my hand.
Alright, so if you're going to use my helicarrier, so I'm going to draw a card. Well, yeah, I'm going to draw a card, I guess. Oh, that changes some math.
What'd you get?
I got a strength.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So, which means that I could, in theory, play Black Cat. But then playing Black Cat means that... Well, no. Yeah, there's no reason not to play Black Cat.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to play Strength, play Black Cat.
Yep.
And then I mill 2.
Missed.
I miss. Which, you know, potato,
It
potato.
happens.
And then I'm going to exhaust Martial Prowess, discarding Webbed Up. So that's 1, 2 resources, 3 resources, 4 resources.
Okay.
Oh no, I only need 3.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't need to use this one. Just 3 to play Webbed Up.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So I'm just
no, swing
Swing Web Kick. Hit him for 8.
Hit him for 8. Got it.
And then I can thwart or I can punch for 1. Are you going to be thwarting with your allies since or doing things with your ally? So he hits for...
I would punch because then she doesn't take. Just punch this guy for 1.
Okay.
Because then I might be able to kill him.
Punching for 1. And I'm done.
Alrighty. So my plan is to first off discard Nick to first aid Ronan.
Okay.
Then we're gonna discard a helicarrier to put power gloves on him.
Yeah.
So he can attack for 4, which we're gonna do here, and then after he attacks, he can do an extra damage from the power gauntlets.
Yep.
So that'll kill this guy. The damage. So when he dies, we remove 3 threat from a scheme. As if you're a Spider Tracer.
Yep.
So that happened. And I'm going to tap Sky Cycle to Ready Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
And probably just attack for 4.
Okay.
Targeting the boss. So it'll be a total of 5 because of the power gauntlets. Just going to add 5.
Wait, what are you doing? Okay.
That. And then I'm using your helicarrier to play the bond.
You're going to bond here.
Yeah. When you unattach the host upgrade, discard the bond. As a response, after your identity performs a basic action, put 1 bond counter here. While there are 2 or more bond counters here, Venom gets +1 attack and +1 thwart.
So where does this go?
It goes in my play area, I think.
Upgrade attached to Venom.
Yeah.
So it's a Venom attachment. Okay.
Yep. All right, so we can't activate because we're stunned and we're tapped.
You can still use him, though.
I can flip. I guess I don't need to flip.
We don't have a ton of threat.
I don't have a threat.
You could stay.
I could
You should use him to thwart, I think.
thwart or attack.
Get rid of this hazard.
And when my turn ends, he takes the damage.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Which my turn is now over. So.
Ready and draw.
Yep, and he has 5 hit points because he has +2 from reinforced.
Yep. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will say I'm not loving You'll Pay for That in this deck.
Sure.
It could be because it's a multiplayer game, but I'm like not really taking a bunch of damage at Spider-Man. Card's definitely better on like Thor or Hulk heroes,
And
it seems like.
Went through my deck, so I'm shuffling.
Oh.
What?
Major fail.
What?
Add 8 health to him. My swinging web kick, I was stunned.
Oh.
And there was no way for me to get unstunned.
Fair enough.
There you go. So you added a 10.
I added a 10, so I had to take off 2.
Yes. But you added that 2 to it.
Huh?
Didn't you just add a 2 and a 10?
No.
Okay. Alright. So I just paid 3 to remove my stun.
Yep.
Sad times.
Oh. Say lovey.
Yep. There was no way around that. I
All
could have
right.
held on to it, but I didn't really have anything to do with my hand.
All right, and then my last card is the match I'm playing. Okay. Drop a 3-er.
Bam.
He is attacking you.
I'm gonna draw a card. Go to Spider Tracer. I'm at full health now, or
Close to.
yeah, go for it.
Okay. 1 pip, so just 2.
And okay, 1, 2.
And he's attacking you again.
Yep. And I've already removed my thing.
Draw a card first.
I'm gonna draw a card. I'll defend.
Okay. Ooh, good choice. That is 2 pips and a boost. If you control a support card with cost 3 or more, it gets an extra boost, which you do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 3, 4 total.
Okay, so I take a 1.
You take 1.
Okay.
He's scheming against me for base 2.
Okay.
And that is just a boost. Heal 3 damage from Carnage.
Stop the healing. What's his max?
1, 2, 3. His max is 39.
Okay.
38.
So he's not there yet.
Yeah, he's not there. Okay. That was his scheme, and it's base 2, so just 2 more threat on the main.
Okay.
And bad cards. So 1 for you, and a second one for me.
Alright, so first for me, advance.
Okay. Base 2.
Might lose this one.
Oh, second advance. So 0, so just 2.
2.
So close.
8. 8.
Oh, yeah, that's enough. So that flips it. Sad face.
Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, nothing can be done about that.
Yeah, that's thing.
Advance will do that to you.
Okay.
So things are
So
gonna flip it all. There's a completed.
Oh, there is a one completed. I think it hits the lowest attacks.
When completed, Carnage attacks the hero with the lowest amount of remaining hit points. Yeah, because I only have
You only have 6.
Yeah, so I'm gonna draw a card, and he's going to attack me, and I'm exhausted.
You can't do the double, obviously.
So yeah, just one attack.
One attack.
It won't
so
kill
base
me.
1, 2, and Shadows is gone again.
So I'm taking 3. 2 and 3.
And then third one here. So each player attaches a symbiote sliver from the symbiote sliver deck to the ally they control with the highest amount of hit points. So that means Ronan is also getting one. That face.
Does he have the most? Yeah, remaining.
He has 2.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess they both have 2 remaining, but can you put the same one on the same guy?
What is this? What is the?
It doesn't. It's not unique.
Each player attaches a symbiote sliver attachment from the symbiote sliver deck to the ally they control with the highest amount of hit points. If a player did not attach a card, deal them an encounter card. So
hit points remaining though.
Yeah, with the highest amount of hit. No, it doesn't say remaining.
Oh, just the highest amount of hit points?
It just says the highest amount of hit points, but it's got to be remaining.
Not necessarily.
It doesn't say printed. It just says the highest amount of hit points. Your hit points is what you have remaining, though.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
It's got to be. So.
Okay.
So he has.
But they're not unique. They both have 2.
So yeah, so just throw it on
so
Flash.
So I think I can just put it on Flash.
I think you can.
It's not unique.
Yeah, I think you can
it's
get away
high,
with it.
so I think I could choose.
I don't see why not.
All right, and then on the other side, our flavor text. Your fight has reached the closest major city and is continuing on the crowded streets. When revealed, each player puts a threat here for if they control a support.
I have
which I do not, because these are all upgrades.
Yeah, so I got one.
As long as the symbiote doesn't count as a support, no, it's an attachment. So put 1 threat on there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And that was your card, so now it's my card.
Yep.
First one is Vicious Assault on Alter Ego, Surge. And discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the symbiote silver cards attached to allies. And so I have 1 oil.
Allies in play and out of play?
Equal to symbiote sliver cards attached to allies in play or set aside. So
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Surge first, which is that Crisis side scheme. So that's going to get just 4 on it.
Oh, I am dumb. I could have prevented us from flipping.
Yes, you could have. And you were just saying that you didn't like you'll pay for that.
Yeah.
For this deck.
Wow. I'm so used to not doing anything.
Yeah. You could have prevented it.
I could have prevented it because when he attacked me when I took that, 4 damage?
Yeah, you could have removed
I could have removed 4 threat, which would have prevented that from flipping.
Yep.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. And then Caught Off Guard, which is not going to hit, an upgrade or support that I control.
You might as well discard Flash's upgrade.
Yeah.
You're gonna die anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I could get 1 more activation out of him.
I mean, no big deal.
But yeah, I think I just...
You just discard it,
this.
which will kill him.
Correct.
Because he'll lose the hit points.
Yeah.
So then he'll just go into that with 2 of those attached to it. So now we definitely have 4. Poor player. So yeah, things are gonna get real now.
Yep.
This is fun.
Okay. And that's it.
Yep.
So pass button.
Mm-hmm.
This needs 4 threat.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what are we gonna do here? We are. Make the calls garbage. I don't have a discard.
Iron Man's garbage because all your upgrades in play.
Correct. So the parasitic metabolism is fine because I can heal 3 and it won't kill Scorpion.
Well, you'll heal 3, but you'll also lose 3 of Scorpion's hit points.
Oh, so it's potato.
It does nothing.
Yeah, it does nothing.
You should just play the Avengers
so
Mansion
apparently
and draw
I
a
need
card.
to play a mansion and do nothing.
Yeah.
All right.
But you also have this thing.
Well, I have to do a basic action.
Oh, when you do a basic action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I suppose I'm going to ditch the Genius and the Parasitic Metabolism and Iron Man to play a mansion and draw a card. Then I have to hope for something that's 1.
I have a mansion, and I have a...
And a helicarrier.
Yeah,
right. So I'll draw a card with the mansion. All right, Power of Leadership. It's just Iron Man in there. He's still not any better than he was a second ago.
Yeah, I'll let you draw another card. We'll see if that helps.
Neural Control. It does not.
Mm-mm.
All right, so I have dead cards.
The real dead cards.
Super dead cards.
And I can't even help you anymore because I can't reduce the cost because of Make the Call. Make the Call works.
Make the Call. It just is.
You're just a dead hand.
Yep, a completely dead hand.
All right. Well,
so
heal up.
I'm gonna heal for 3, which is a recovery, a basic action. No, it's not, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Yeah, it is.
Okay, so then I get a bond counter.
Yep.
Still stunned.
Okay.
And Ronan, I think.
Needs a thwart.
Yeah, so he can thwart for 3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he thwarts, because of the power gloves, he can still deal a damage to an enemy. So we're gonna do.
And he took a damage, right?
Yes.
All right. You okay. All right, that's good. You done?
Yep. I'm not gonna sky cycle him because I don't want to kill him.
That's fair. All right, so it's my turn.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna discard a Spider Tracer because there's nothing to put it on, and we're gonna discard a Power of Leadership to play Brawn. Brawn will punch for 1, thwart for 1. Get rid of this.
Yep. Nice.
Wait a minute, is this the thing he can't be damaged?
No. Crisis.
Yep, it's just Crisis. Okay.
Yep.
So Brawn will take 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna discard, or we're gonna play Martial Prowess to get me a fist resource. Discard She-Hulk for a fist, so that's 2. Reduce to play Dropkick. Hero action, deal 4 damage to an enemy if you paid for this card using only fist, which I did. Stun that enemy and draw a card.
4 damage. Stun.
Okay.
Good.
Yep. And then, yeah, don't really care about the rest of these. So I think we're just gonna
Swinging web kick.
Yeah, I actually think, yeah, we're gonna swinging web kick for 3. I have to flip to heal too.
I mean, I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think it has to be.
It's as low as it's gonna get.
Heal
so.
for deal 8.
Yep. So take off a 10 and it.
Yep. Then we're gonna flip.
Yep.
And we are gonna Aunt May.
Eat some cookies.
Yep. 2, 3, and 4.
Good cookies.
And then ready up. And then threat. So we're putting 3 on. And he is attacking you. Oh, actually, it's a draw.
Yeah, I'm discarding the Make the Call, and I'm discarding the Neural Control, because I don't want either of those cards. Do I even want the Power of Leadership? I feel like all of the cards that I would want to use for that are in play or...
It's still a wild resource, but I don't know.
Okay, so drawing 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a good thing you kept it. You'll definitely use it.
Okay. Then, yes, he is attacking me first.
But he's stunned.
And he's stunned.
Now
Then he's
attacking you again.
Yes. Correct. Then I guess the question is, I think he would still attack me twice.
No. No, he actually won't attack you at all.
After Carnage resolves an attack, if damage...
He never resolved an attack.
Okay.
Because he was stunned.
After Carnage resolves an attack, he attacks. Okay, fair enough.
So stunning him is actually really good.
Oh, that was actually super relevant. We played that
wrong.
wrong. Yeah. Is it the same wording on this one? After he resolves an attack?
So if you stun him, he doesn't attack you.
Yes.
So we definitely played that wrong. We made it harder.
Yes, we did.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So he's just going to scheme against me then.
Correct. The base 2 and nothing. No pips. So just 2.
Alright, so let's replace this 3 with a 5. Call it a day. And counter cards.
Alrighty. Then bad cards.
Yep.
Fine. When revealed, give Carnage a tough status. If there are less than 2 symbiote sliver cards attached to allies in play and set aside, this card gains surge, which there's not. There is more than 2, so no surge, but he's tough.
That's great. I've got 2 piercing strikes in my hand.
Nice.
Assault, so surge.
Yep.
Gang up, surge.
Yep. Gang up again.
Surge. Wow, it's so good to get those on me.
Under fire, surge, and reveal, which is roadblock.
Okay.
So that's going to... This is the one where he can't take damage while it's in play, and it's going to have 4 on it.
Yep.
And your surge is this thing. Coming into play already. So when he attacks, you have to block with an ally.
Okay.
All right.
All right. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're gonna use Aunt May. So we go up to 10 hit points.
Yummy, yummy cookies.
We are going to Genius for a resource. And we are going to discard Chase Them Down. And are we going to discard Piercing Strike? Might as well.
No.
I have a second copy.
Oh, fair enough.
To play Mockingbird.
Sure. Done.
Stun the boss, which is going to be relevant.
Yeah, because we're, now reading cards.
And then we are going to flip. And some sad times.
Brawn's going to attack for 1 and thwart for 1?
Well, he could attack for 1. I can't damage the boss because of this. And there's 4 threat there.
So then he just thwarts for 1.
Yeah. I'm going to draw a card, see what I get.
Okay. I don't need it.
Genius. That does not help. Okay.
Is Piercing Strike a hero action? It is.
It is.
So if Brawn... I mean, you could have Brawn just hang out and Mockingbird could thwart this for what, but, he can thwart for 3.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to have Mockingbird thwart for 1. We'll get rid of this.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to pass my turn. Well, no, I have Spider-Man. And I might as well just thwart for 1 off the main.
Sure. Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
I mean, we got a bunch of threats, so it's fine. I'll just thwart for 1 more off the main.
So.
They're not critical, so.
Nope.
3, 4.
Yep. That's fine.
Kind of got to get used to these allies against Carnage because there's a good chance they just get killed forever.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, and then I'm done.
All right. So I will draw a card with my mansion, which is a helicarrier, which I will.
Yeah.
So we're going to play team training first. So then we can use Ronan and have him not die.
Yep.
So Ronan's going to thwart for 3 and clear that hazard.
That's awesome.
And I will call for an action to have you piercing strike the boss.
Yep. And question is, do you need this helicarrier for any reason?
No.
Alright. So
I do not.
I will martial prowess. You can call for an action, choose a player, reduce the so you can
Yeah, you can use that.
Piercing strike for 3.
Yep. So remove this and do 3.
Yep.
Okay. Then I am going to discard strength. My host essence, not taking the damage. I'm just going to use it for 1 because I drew the helicarrier for the last resource cost to play Falcon. When he comes in, we look at the top 3. So 1, 2,
none. Watch.
3.
Oh, we got 1.
We got 1.
Woohoo.
But we can at least plan out a little.
Yep. He could thwart for 2.
He can thwart for 2, which he's going to do. Or do we want to just attack?
No, just get him down to 2. This is the last one, so it's
that's true.
And we're going to shuffle the deck, so it's not really risky for the biscuit.
Yeah. So I don't get a counter until after I perform the action. So I am going to attack to remove stun.
Yep, and you get a counter.
And get a counter.
Well, I actually don't even think you would get a counter because this would say the next time a character would attack, you discard this card, so you're not even doing the basic action. You're just.
Well, but you still are tapping?
Yeah, I think it's like. I don't think you'd get the counter effect.
Okay.
I could be wrong. But in this game, it seems like if you would do something and there's a status card, instead of doing something, you remove the status card. You know what I mean? Like if I were to play an attack card,
right?
Instead of doing an attack, I'm removing the status card. I play the card and I lose it.
Right, but I just.
So I think you're still exhausting and not doing something.
Yeah, just because it's a basic attack, like it's just a different thing than it's a basic action as opposed to just doing an attack.
It just says after your identity performs a basic action. So I think you tried to perform one, you exhausted, but you didn't do it because you removed this card instead.
That's fine, we'll play it that way.
I have no clue, but I would just say, like, for consistency's sake, we'll play it the same way. Same nerfing style.
That's fine. And all she wrote.
Yeah, so ready and draw.
Yep. Oh, when he warded, he could do an extra damage from his power gauntlets. I guess the question is, when does that happen?
I think it's
after he does his thing, so that's fine. So 1.
Sure.
I consolidated for space and then forgot that he had it.
Okay. And I'm going to draw a swinging web kick, a backflip, and energy. So, lots of resources now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It is crazy. It does take almost exactly 2 hours to play a lot of these expert games on 2-player.
Yeah, well, we're also talking a lot more and trying to actually voice our thoughts, which normally when we're playing just the two of us, we kind of like telepathically know what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. So FYI, when he's attacking,
he's not attacking.
Yeah, he's not attacking at the moment. So he's stunned for your attack.
No attack.
Threat though. Put 3 on there.
Yes.
So he's stunned for your attack, so he's not attacking.
Yep.
Then he's attacking me, and I have to block with an ally, and if it's defeated, then it becomes a symbiote, and I discard this card. So this doesn't get discarded until an ally dies. And he's going to do 3 damage. So I guess the question is,
which ally do you want to get assassinated?
Which ally do I want to have assassinated?
Yeah.
Correct. Probably Ronan because he has 1 health left.
Yeah, and then you get all those cards
I don't
back.
have it. I also don't have a first aid.
Yeah,
again,
go for it.
So I think we just choose to block with Ronan.
He's only been in play almost the whole
The
game.
whole game, yeah, essentially, yeah. So we'll block with Ronan. So this happens. The boost on this is after the activation ends, shuffle the Demogoblin back into the counter deck, which is like no cards.
Yep.
Oh, but it's gonna shuffle.
Yeah.
So these we don't have this.
Right.
Sad face. Okay. So that's happening. So Ronan dies. He is removed.
Another sliver card.
Another sliver. And these all
Discard
go
pile.
into my discard pile. And this gets shuffled with like 3 cards. That are
Along
left.
with Iron Man in your discard pile.
Yep.
That's the only downside I've
All
found
true.
to trying to play these, and I've found these decks kind of fun. These like
Voltron.
try to upgrade Voltron. I've wanted to do this style of a deck for a while. It wasn't until Ant-Man that became possible because you got all those extra upgrades.
Yeah.
You got like 2 extra upgrades in there. But the downside is like you want to have a couple allies that are worth putting those upgrades on. But then once you get one in play, the other
you want them to just stay in play.
Yeah, once they're in play, you kind of want them in play, and then like your other allies are mediocre. You know, like just playing 4 for an Iron Man when you have no upgrades is meh. And you can only run so many.
Yeah, for sure.
I think 4 to 5 is probably the most you can fit in a deck that doesn't clog your deck up.
Agreed. So that was his first attack. So he's attacking me again. And this time, I'm just going to eat it. I have a good amount of health. So that's a 2-pipper. So 3. Okay.
It's a scorpion health that's sitting over here. 7.
Yeah. So yeah, getting that bonus 6 is such a difference.
That's what I was saying. I think for balance purposes.
Yeah. Like there might need to be a detriment to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hosting one of those guys forever because it takes it out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Back card for you.
I mean, it still was not. I mean, we're kind of winning, but it wasn't like super easy or anything. And we're on the 3rd scheme.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Demogoblin. So
all right. Hey, the guy we just shuffled.
The downside is my deck has really not done anything because I've had quite a few dead cards with no minions in play. Right. There's only been these 2.
Yeah, there's only been Scorpion like the whole
time. And Demogoblin.
Yeah. After he attacks, he does a thing. Yeah, so he's just play.
So all my assaults and all those things were just dead cards.
Tail sweep. When revealed, Scorpion attacks. If no attack was made, I get stunned again. I just removed that thing.
I can stop that. It's the last turn. I can spider sense it away.
Please. Yeah. That'd be fantastic.
I'm going to use my web shooters.
Then I can probably kill him on this turn with 2 symbiotic hungers.
Yep.
In my hand. Because I can...
And you can have access to any of my stuff.
Yeah, so I can just draw a card. Now I get it. Of course. So we can discard First Aid and Kate Bishop to Symbiotic Hunger once for 4.
And you heal 2.
And I heal 2. We can discard Stealth Hunter and Nick Fury to do it again. So do 4, heal 2.
I think it should be Venom that kills him. So.
And Venom attacks for 3 and kills Carnage.
All right. Good game.
Yeah.
That's fun,
Venom is fun.
Yeah, I mean...
I think it would be... I agree. I think it would have been a little more fun for me to, like, have to move the host around a little bit more.
Yeah, I think honestly...
there would be a little bit more like thought and skill into that.
I feel like I kind of want to have you modify this card.
Yeah.
So that there's just one extra thing at the end of your turn. The host deals 1 damage to attached minion.
Correct.
Not allies, just minions. So if it's your dude, it's not damaging you. But if it's a minion, it deals a damage.
Yeah.
That way, it kind of forces you to move this.
Yes. Yeah, because for that reason, like there's usually a signature bad guy.
Actually, I actually think it would be okay if it dealt damage to an ally as well, as long as the ally is not Eddie Brock.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
like if
maybe.
you stay, if
Like
you're
we could test it a little
if you're
bit,
on
maybe.
Eddie Brock's side, you know Eddie Brock is used to being Venom, so
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt him.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? And
Because
then
he's already going to take a damage to ready.
exactly.
Right.
But any other, because then it kind of really forces you to really play around with that as it is
the
right
mechanic
now.
of moving him around.
As it is right now, a lot of Venom's cards in his suite didn't really matter because it all mattered about moving around the host. But if you just get the host on a good card, whether it's a good ally or a good, like imagine if you actually had all that stuff on, all those upgrades that you had on Ronan, and then you made Ronan the host.
Yeah.
Like you would have like a base 4 or base 5 attack.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it would have been interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Juri about it.
Juri didn't make this deck. Piccolo made it.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Juri made the Carnage deck.
Piccolo's. All these guys are in the Discord, so if you guys do have questions, you know, check it out. Next week, I think next week Friday will be we probably won't do a custom content because we just did these 2 in a row. So last week we did Thor. This week we did the Spider-Verse. So I think we'll do a regular
match
of some sort. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe we could. We've been trying to do the heroics on camera, and we took a break because it was like banging your head against the wall sometimes.
All the time.
And honestly, new content just kept coming out. Was really what it was. We were doing it.
Yeah,
we were doing it
there
when there was no new stuff coming out.
Correct.
And then
new stuff came out.
Yeah,
so
then we got
everybody
the
wants to watch
Red
the new hotness. Nobody wants to watch us bash our head against an Ultron heroic again.
Yeah, just to prove that you can do it.
Yeah.
So, but maybe we could
revisit.
We could possibly revisit that. So, anyone who chimed in, thank you so much, Design Hacker, for sending us those links. We'll post them on the YouTube video. And for Patronus, I'm Gold Leader. We're Home Based Games, and we're signing out.